What's up, guys? It's Travis. I'm just an average guy trying to do above average things. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to add a 20 amp circuit to your garage. Subscribe if you want to see more like this. So before we get started, I want to talk about the issue and what we're actually going to do. So the issue is every time I'd run my table saw and my air compressor would kick on, I'd trip a circuit. So I'd have to go downstairs and reset it. So obviously that's not going to work. So what we're going to do is replace this outlet right here and put that on a 20 amp circuit. This is the outlet for the air compressor. Then we're going to add a new outlet on the same circuit down here next to my workbench. So I have another outlet. But I'm not going to be doing all this work today all by myself. I also have a friend with me today. His name is Sparky. Say hi, Sparky. All right, let's get started.
Before starting any electrical project, always pull the proper permits and be sure to turn the power off.
So the first thing I need to do is get wire from this box all the way to the garage. Problem is, the garage is all the way down there. And as you can see, there's no more room left in my previous hole for any more wire. So that means I need to drill new holes. Let's get started.
I figured out the best way to get the wire from the basement to the garage was to run it up through the laundry room closet. I cut the drywall and fished the wire up from the basement to the attic. To see how I repaired the drywall, see my other videos on this channel. We will be demonstrating both replacing an old outlet to put on your new circuit and also adding a new one. First, we will remove the old outlet end box. Removing the box makes it easier to fish a new wire to that area and creates the least amount of drywall damage. The easiest way to remove the old box is to just cut the nails with a sawzall and pull it out. To fish the wire down from the attic, it is way easier to have two people. I drew the short straw, so I headed up to the attic to drill holes in the top plates and push the fish stick end wire down to the hole. Sparky stayed in the garage to pull the fish stick and wire out of the wall.
Okay, well, that was fun.
This is the first box in the circuit, and we'll have the GFCI outlet to protect our new circuit. The old 14-2 wire from the original circuit gets capped and pushed back in the box. There are two new 12-2 wires. One goes to the other new outlet referred to as load, and the other goes back to the breaker box referred to as line. You will need to know this when connecting the GFCI outlet. If you do not hook these wires up correctly, your outlets will not be protected. First, remove the cover. Be careful, Sparky! Even though you turn the power off, there are still some areas of the breaker box that still have power. Cut the wire jacket as shown, but keep the jacket on the wire to keep the bare ground from touching anything that still has power. Once the wire is in the box, pull the jacket off and attach the ground wire first. It's safe to touch the ground neutral bar. Just stay away from the bus panel where the breakers tie into the main two hot lugs that feed the main panel. Now, attach the neutral wire. Lastly, install the new breaker and attach the hot wire.
All right, let's test this thing out. Okay guys, thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it. Also, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my friend Sparky. I couldn't have done it without him. Thanks, Sparky. All right, well, we're all done. Let's go ahead and test this thing out.
I hope it's your light.
Are you kidding me?